shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. Okay.
This single mom is crashing out currently, and she's telling us how difficult it is to be a single mom, even though ended up with she felt like she made the right choice with the men that she dated. And you guys, she's going through a lot. She's trying to, talk about how the society is not set up for single mothers, how difficult it is, how the fact that you have to sacrifice everything, and the men just go their way or find another victim, and all of that. It is crazy out there for single moms. Let's watch this video, then we'll come back and discuss.
This is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can, and you get $250 a month. What? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that, good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky. Because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms. And it sucks because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom. But the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids. And then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years. To take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars. You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being, and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.
I don't think anybody's going to watch that video and is not going to feel for her because, and this video, she said a lot. She said a lot of things. And if you're considering you're still single and you don't have a child, you have to think carefully before you make that decision of getting pregnant or having a child, because most of the time, you will end up being a single mother because these men will still leave you. Some of them will leave you while you're married to them. She said the man had to push her to the extent that she had to go. Some of them are not going to divorce you. They're going to leave you. And you're still going to be that single mom in your married homes. So at the end of the day, you have to think before you have kids for these children. Check if you can handle them by yourself. Check if it's worth it. If it's not worth it, do not get pregnant. Do not even get married to this man. I have a reaction on this video. I'd like to know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. Let's watch this reaction, then I'll see you at the end of the videos.
The tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival.
If you really want to understand the relationship between the patriarchy and misogyny, then you need to understand the experiences of single mothers. Regardless of whether you're a child-free woman who plans to never have children, or you're a married woman, especially more so if you're a career woman. If you have a woman, go watch the full video of the creator I'm stitching. The first thing you need to understand as a woman is that there's no easy way for you to win. From the moment you're born, you entered into a world where the system is rigged against you. That is the patriarchy. You may think a single mother's experience has nothing to do with you. You may think that if you don't have kids, or if you think that you're happily married, then this doesn't apply to you. All the system is doing is just waiting for you to make that mistake so you become extremely vulnerable. Anybody can have a vulnerable moment. You can experience loss, grief, heartbreak, financial difficulties. Anytime the risks against you outweighs the leverages you have, that's when the system can happily rip you apart. Drill this into your head. There is no justice. There is no human rights. Just because you believe in them doesn't mean the world will view you as somebody who is deserving. This is true when you're a woman. No matter how successful you are, how much money you have, how much leverage you think you have, how much backup you think you have. Everyone's conditioned to normalize the rules of the patriarchy. That means you, first of all, think that self-sabotage is a good thing for you. So right now, the majority of you are not self-aware of how much risk you're carrying around and how people really view you and how much people want to destroy you when they're given the opportunity or the moment. Also not aware of how many people are using you as a leverage and a resource. You're already experiencing injustice by you being conditioned all your life from the moment you're born through cultural norms, upbringing, observation of other women around you, misogynistic mental programming such as pop culture, movies, a whole industry that is targeted towards children like Disney, who are programmed to believe in an alternate reality and far from objective from how the world actually works. That's the only way they can continuously get women to opt in voluntarily to servitude regardless of what you choose in your life. You choose to be child-free, then you have to work. At the workplace, you're pushed to become the service person. Just because you get a leadership position, that's just a title. Why you were invited is not the same reason why another man was invited. And if you're a woman of the global majority, why you're invited isn't the same reason why a white woman was invited. You are invited to be a leverage and resource, period. If you're married and you continuously are married, if you're dating, a heterosexual relationship in itself is patriarchal and is fueled by misogyny. Regardless of what choices you make, your turn is coming if it hasn't arrived yet. And below our rock bottom, there can be even deeper rock bottoms. If you do not understand how the world is fueled by misogyny, you're gonna make tremendous errors. And if it hasn't already happened, her grief is already yours, even if you choose to not have children. This is precisely why I wrote the book Millionaire Single Mom. Wisdom is when you see one woman's pain and you realize her pain is yours too. Her pain is due to the system that you belong in. You are not an exception. Single mothers happen to be caught in the most vulnerable tier. The risks outweigh the leverages you have. Because the law itself makes sure that you suffer. You do not become a happy example to other women. They realize that they can also have children, because a lot of women do want children, bypassing the requirements of patriarchy, which is men. The humiliation ritual of a single mother is exactly the humiliation rituals that will come to you when you start challenging the system, the culture of your community or the workplace. Until all women are free, none of us are free.
And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man, because I thought they both were.
If you guys haven't seen this video, I suggest you watch it. Especially if you yourself are a single mom, or you plan on having children someday and getting married. Unfortunately, I can relate so hard with what she's saying. And although I love my children, it sometimes makes me question, why did I even go through with it if this is how it was going to end? But the truth is, we don't always know how it's going to end. So we walk into things blindly, especially when we love so hard. They will tell you stories, they will sell you dreams, and then in the end, you're left doing everything on your own. I myself didn't think after 15 years of marriage, 16 years, because technically, that I would have to deal with something like this. That I would have to deal with abandonment, being discarded, not just me, but my 2 children as well. To the point where it's like we didn't even matter, like we never existed. When the person that you've been with for so many years does this total switch up and you don't even know who the hell they are. There was red flags, yes, little things that you ignored, little things that you forgave, but then all of a sudden they do this whole switch up, and the things that you think that this person would never do to you, they end up doing to you. Now, I don't know if that's their way of showing who they truly were all along. Maybe they resent you for having to hold on to that mask for so long, but I just don't understand how you can just up and leave a whole family. The woman in this video, for example, has gone through it hard, and you can tell she's trying to speak and hold back tears. And I felt those tears. I felt her pain. And I thought I would never feel that. And how many women are out here thinking they're safe, they're in a good relationship? That would never happen to me. Especially when you know that you've done everything that you were supposed to do as a wife and as a mother. You cook, you clean, you don't go out. Your whole life revolves around your family and your home. And you forget about who you are, and you forget about your dreams, you forget about your career, you forget about everything that has to do with you to be there for everyone else. So when this woman says to you, don't get married and don't have kids, it's not because she regrets her children. It's because the pain is so much that sometimes you doubt if you ever made the right choice, because when you live in these type of relationships, they make you doubt everything, even your own decisions. They make you doubt yourself. This is why a lot of women don't even bother getting married these days. They don't even want to be in relationships, don't want nothing to have to do with men, because now men want to be the princesses. And no man is out here getting dirty as they used to, working hard. I'm not going to say all men, because I know that there's men out there that work hard. I got to see it with my uncles. There are men out here that, even at an age where they're getting older, they're still out here getting their hands dirty, working hard. But it seems like the men these days get lazier and are more selfish. And the women are out here left alone to deal with their broken hearts picking up the broken pieces, sorry, and just dealing with everything on their own. Meanwhile, they get to run around and live their best life and act like they don't have children and act like it was your fault, to make up stories to others, to make them believe that you were in the wrong. So then they go and sell that dream to the next victim, the next sucker. I just really hope that the next one doesn't take as long to figure out like I did. Because that would be really sad. Another one bites the dust, I guess. And they don't change. They don't go for therapy. They just look for their next victim. And that's sad. What's even more sad is when you still have those feelings and those emotions for that person that's caused you so much harm. And they continue to disregard you, dismiss you, while trying to look like the hero and the good guy. I feel for this woman. A lot of us do.
Men make it so hard! Oh, they make it so hard!
I've never seen a more real crash out. That one hit me hard. If you are a young woman who does not yet have children, go watch that. If you think you're a good man, please go watch that. Now, I never wanted to be a mom. Right? I watched my mom be a single mom after having been married to what most would call the perfect man, the perfect husband. He didn't change it up one day. He still works hard every day to be a good man, to be a good father. He's human. He fails. It didn't matter. And so she struggled and she cried and she failed and she got back up and she tried again. And I watched as her children resented her for years because they didn't understand. And eventually, they did understand and they forgave her. I always saw I was much older. She worked herself into a grave. I may do the same. And now, I love my kids so much. I wouldn't give them up for the world. There is no struggle, there is no sacrifice that could convince me to abandon motherhood. But it never needed to be this hard. Not for her, not for me. But the world isn't set up for single moms. And the truth is, most of us will become single moms because men will fail us over and over again. So if you don't have kids, please think long and hard about whether or not you are equipped to do it completely alone. Do you have what it takes? Can you get back up after being knocked down day after day after day, after week, after month, after years? Can you keep getting back up? Don't think about the support network you have now. I had a larger one than most can imagine. They've been taken from me, or they've evaporated on their own over the years to the point that I have almost nobody now. And now my father is showing back up, doing his best. It's not enough. And he is the only one. I don't really blame him. Most days I'm not angry with him. But it doesn't matter how good the man is. It doesn't matter if you think he's the right one. It doesn't matter if you want to prove the whole world wrong. When you bear a child, you make a covenant with that soul. Can you hold to it when you are the only one to provide? And can you do it in a world designed to destroy you because of that? Motherhood is incredible. It is the greatest love you'll ever know. It is the deepest pain you could never imagine. And it will likely destroy you. So, think about that before you even take his call. Before you even create that dating profile.
The thing is, any mother today can end up being a single mom tomorrow. Okay, so far you're a mom, so far you have a child. There's tendency that you are going to be a single mom tomorrow, right? The only time you can avoid being a single mother is not even having a child for these men at all. But the moment you have a child, you think probably you're in a healthy relationship, that anything can happen, and automatically you're now going to be a single mom. So you being a mom on your own, you need to think about it, because I feel like most women do not think about the fact that there's possibility that you'll be the only one handling this thing by yourself. Can you cope? Because you see women getting pregnant, having children back to back and all of that, and you ask them, they'll be like, oh, my husband wants it, or I just want, we planned on having three, we. And the thing is, they're not even thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about the fact that, do they really want it? Can they handle these children by themselves? You see, these women, yes, they are mom. They don't even have money. All the finance is coming from the man, and you see them pumping out babies because they say their husband can't take care of the children. At the end of the day, something can happen. The fact that you're married to a man, anything can happen. It's not guaranteed. Okay, the future is not guaranteed with you, with that man. It can leave you, it can frustrate you that you leave, it can even get unalive. How can you handle these children by yourself? Can you take care of these children alone by yourself? Have you considered that there might be a time whereby it will just be you left alone, finance, care, everything for you. How can you take care of these 5 or 4 children that you're giving birth, or even two, or one? Can you handle it by yourself if you don't have this other person with you? Because when you think about, oh, he's going to pay child support, I'll make him pay child support. That woman said he pays $250 every month. That is just for to go and drop the children at his place, probably during the weekend or something. For a month. What is $250 a month? If you think he's going to pay child support, he's going to do this, would the child support even be enough for one child to start with? Will it even be enough for a week? You still need to hustle by yourself and be there for those children. So the thing is, this is just like an advice for women that have not yet have children, they've not yet got into that commitment with a man. Think carefully. I feel like this video is supposed to be shared to women that are single and ones that are still contemplating on staying child free or not. Or I want to give birth. I feel like I'm going to find the right person. They will be the right person when you're pregnant for them. They're not going to be the wrong person. In fact, some women actually get pregnant for the wrong person, even though they know that the man is not a good person, they still get pregnant for him. But then, if you're even being intentional and all of that, this man can be the right person. In your head, you feel like you've made the right choice. So you just relax and do the things like having so many children, having more children than you can handle. And when they start showing you who they really are or something comes up and all of that, you will now start regretting. So this is for you that think that okay, even though I'm going to make the right choice and meet the right man or something, it can still backfire. Before you consider having children with this man, think carefully, put things, make sure you're actually thinking carefully before you consider, because it's a very serious matter. I just feel like more mothers should come out and rant, more single mothers to come out and rant and talk about these things, because it's like some women are not even understanding enough. They don't even get it enough. In fact, just today alone, when I opened my TikTok, I still saw a mother ranting. She's still talking about why she was just saying she was from Ghana and she stayed in she's currently in Canada, and she's just saying how difficult it is for her to be a mom, and she's advising young girls or people that want to relocate from their country or to another country. Before you think of having children, think of a lot of things. Forget about the benefits governments are giving you. Think about a lot of things. Are you financially ready? Are you ready? Like, don't even think just because you're married means that you have automatically a reason for you to start having children, because that is like a normal thing society expects. Because once, if you go to African, in fact, let me just say Nigeria, if you come to a Nigeria wedding, once you see anybody praying for the bride, they'll tell you, oh, 9 months' time, we are expecting twins. 9 months' time, I pray you have triplets. It's like a prayer and it's like a routine. They always tell the bride, right? So during or after like 2, 3 months after your wedding, people are already looking at your stomach. They're already wishing that, what's going on? Don't let it be too long. They start pressuring you. So if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know what you're just going to get pregnant, and you feel like we're married and everybody expects a child. You have the first child, it's be okay. Then they tell you one child is not enough. You have to give the child a sibling. And if you have another gender, they'll tell you you have to give your man a son. You have another child. Like that, you start having more children, 4 people. By this time, you're not even thinking about the fact that this is your life. This is your life. You need to think about, do I really want this child, or I'm having this child because I am married? Do I really want this child, or I'm having this child because of people are expecting me to have children? Can you really handle those children if there is nobody there? Can you take care of those children single-handedly? Because you might not be a single mom today. Tomorrow you can be a single mom. So in as much as you are now a mother, there's possibility that you can be a single mom anyhow, anyway. You guys, what's your take on this video? Let's continue conversation down in the comment section respectfully. As always, your girl Mary Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.